Welcome to the April LearningEdge Monthly webcast. I'm Dr. Bob Milligan. This month we're going to talk about giving the new employee a great start. The first day at work is very difficult. It's very tense, it's very emotional, it can be very frustrating. Also, the employee is very excited. So that first day and the days that follow are really important. Today, we talk about bringing the new employee on board as onboarding. The Society for Human Resource Management describes onboarding as the process by which new hires get adjusted to the social and performance aspects of their jobs quickly and smoothly, and learn the attitudes, knowledge, skills, and behaviors required to function effectively within an organization, in your case, a farm. Now, we recognize in thinking about that involves more than simply the usual orientation and training. Let's start with orientation. Research actually shows that up to 50% of new hires decide they will eventually leave during the first week. That's a startling statistic, and we need to make certain that we don't have that much smaller on our farm, our business. Orientation is difficult because you've been there forever. They don't know where anything is. I think one of the keys to orientation is to develop a checklist. You can even get the employees, particularly a new employee, to help with that. But a checklist that has all of the things that you want to talk about in orientation there, so you won't forget. Training, I'm sure you have pretty well handled. So we want to talk about this engagement piece. And we want to talk about three things. The first thing is that you need to help the employee learn about the farm. Continually discuss and use the vision and core values of the farm. Explain your hopes and dreams for the future, and maybe even some of the strategic moves you're going to make to get there. You want them to become a part of the farm. Talk about the history of your farm, including the founders, the legacy. Share the traditions, symbols, meanings, meaningful events that have been important to the farm's history. The second piece is help the employees build strong relationships with other employees. We've often talked about relatedness. We used to think that you shouldn't have great friends at work. Research shows that's not true. It's important for employees to have friends at work. And the third piece is to build passion in the new employee. There are two things that you can do to help make that happen. First is be passionate yourself. Don't be afraid to show your emotions. Don't be afraid to share your passion. Secondly, even at this point, you can start to begin to talk about future opportunities for the new employee. Let's end with two suggestions. First, I suggest you reprioritize the first week. Onboarding is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I suggest the priorities for the first week should be 1, orientation, 2, engagement, and only 3rd, training. The second thing I would suggest is on the first day, or maybe the second day, but no later than that the new employee is there, explain that you're going to meet with him or her once a week until they're really orientated. And I suggest you start that discussion with 2 questions. What's going well? What could be going better? Onboarding is critical to keeping employees for long periods on your farm.